What's up, racing kids? We're back again, Speed Zone TV tonight for race number 9 at Dover Motor Speedway. Drivers are just gridding up, getting her done. Second round, or sorry, a second race in the first round of the playoffs. Just looking at the track quickly, this is an iconic racetrack, just over a mile long. Typical weather, 78 degrees, partly cloudy, 2-mile-an-hour winds, 45% humidity. I'm going to be your host tonight for the 100 Lapper, brought to you by Sim Labs. Robert Warren's bringing you the sauce, the secret sauce. And one of the exciting things tonight is that we're going to be advancing 7 drivers and going on with a wild card position. So pole position tonight, Dennis Warnez. Don't see him on the hot seat too often. Outside pole, Rideout, Burke in 3rd, Henry in 4th, Luttrell 5th. Otto 6th, Wright 7th, Louder 8th, Jordan 9th. Pace car's ducking in. 10th is Oaks McKee, and Schuessler round out the field. Green's under. Oh, God! Speed Zone TV lighting it up under green. We got carnage. Oh, man. We're going to have to go back to that one right away. Yellow set already. Welcome to Dover, one of these greasy tracks. Take a look at what happened here. As you can see, pace car jumps off, and I wasn't expecting it. I'm sure you weren't either. Go to regular speed here. Our leader, Warnez, putting on a show for you guys. Coming out of the corner here. Gooses it. Actually, a few drivers do it as well. We're on board with Warnez. He scoots up the track. Rideout scoots up the track. Henry in behind does it. Pottle as well. So that's going to be your Speed Zone TV instant replay there. These guys are going to banging it up right now. It's going to put Burke in our hot seat. We're going to give these drivers a second to recuperate. Wasn't expecting that secret sauce right away, but here we are. That's Dover. We got these concrete track facilities. That's Bristol, Nashville Super Speedway on the circuit. They're known for being just a little greasy, and especially when tires are cold coming out of those corners. You're gonna lose grip, slide around, or as the tires heat up and get worn, you're gonna get a loose feeling because you're not going to have any right front. So it was crazy. I wasn't expecting to see that right away, right on the opening lap. Carnage for the drivers in the playoffs tonight. Carnage. Looking at our playoff drivers, we don't have Robert Kahn in the field. Henry is in the field. Luttrell is in the field. Burke is our leader right now. Rideout, we saw him. Dennis Warnez, Pottle, Oaks, Wright, all in the field. Bud Shearer not in the field. And Steven Lowdown Lauda is in the field. So, drivers need attendance to advance in the playoffs. So hopefully might squeak through on a wild card spot. Who knows? 100 laps for tonight. We didn't even get to start the race. Or sorry, 90 laps. I'm confused. Ad says not. Well, can we get an adult to the Speed Zone race room to confirm the Sim Lab 100 on the mile-long track? Anyways, if you're in the market for wheels, pedals, sim rigs, just about anything iRacing, you can check out the Sim Labs website. They've got everything you need. Let them know that Lightning Esports sent you. Season number 4 here in the books. Last season, our champ, Chris Luttrell, sitting in P3 right now. He's going to be one to watch out for. Great strategy on him to clinch the championship. Not sure what we're going to see from him this year. But it's sure enough to be exciting. Only 12 cars in the field. Already putting on a show. I mean, not taking the green flag very well, but putting on a show. And that's what we're here to do with Speed Zone TV. Bring you the heat, bring you the action. And some just unadulterated fun. Or adulterated. I don't even know. Man, oh man. Not the kind of thing you want to be taking a fast repair this soon for, but lo and behold, here we are. Lights are off on the good old pace car, and hopefully these drivers settle down to get it done. Track has been open for 56 years. A lot of great memories here, and a very challenging one to drive. The monster mile of Dover Motor Speedway. Green is out again. Good start this time. Drivers elect to go single file. Burke takes it down into turn one with Wright and Oaks in behind. Very interesting start for our drivers of Lightning Esports. Have to watch our lap times as they clock in. Tire wear, tire management is going to be a factor tonight. Burke doing a good job. 25.77 for the first lap out. He's going to be the fastest car on the track with everyone else in the 26s. So, you know, you can see him opening up a little bit of gap. 4/10 on Oaks right now. 1.3 in front of Wright. That kind of hard pace in that RBS Ford might be not the strategy, but I guess we're going to have to kind of buckle up and see. He started on the outside pole, and Mike Rideout currently sitting in 5th position. Wright pushes up the track. Luttrell looks to the high side. No room. Rideout's got to run on the bottom. That's Pottle in behind. Out at 2, almost 3 wide. Wright shuts the door on Luttrell. Rideout gets a better run. Looking on the inside of Wright. Rideout gets around. Where the action is, Burke's gapping Oaks by 7/10, so 11 laps in. This one will click down fast once it does get going. These drivers are settling out. Oh, sliding down to the bottom of the wall there. That's Throttle Pottle. Gets it going again. See, there's significant damage on the left front of that car. The left front is dragging on the 5 machine. He's going to have to bring that bad girl into the pits. Hopefully not bring out a caution. Rideout gets ahead and is starting to gap Wright. Watch the 5 machine. See if Throttle Pottle can get it ducked down here. Oh no! That's a wall. That's a medic. Pit entry, and that's both tires just junked. Look, you can see that thing ain't gonna turn no more. And that's what we're here to do, Speed Zone TV. Bringing you the heat. All right, let's get back up the cars up front. We'll swap these cameras around the Fun Time Bears. Oaks is putting some pressure on the 95 of John Berkey Burks. 14 laps in. Coming to 15 at the line. Best lap time is a 24.2. These guys are running just under 25 second laps now, so very interesting. Oaks looking under the 95 machine now. It's gonna be hard to get grip off the exit of these turns. Burke holds on, but Oaks has got a decent run on the bottom side. Oaks able to make the move. Let's go back a little bit further. The trail is under that 25 machine with Warnez in behind. You might remember him as the chaotic leader on opening lap. What the deuce, brother? Hugs it tight to the bottom, though. Little rub of the wall from right. The Blue Chew McKee in behind looking to follow Warren's underneath. Warren's gets tight off it too. Almost shoves up into the door of right. Henry now trying to get under McKee. Oaks opening up a lead on Burke by almost over a half second now. Hard to make moves here. Got to be mindful of how everything is shaken down. You know, you need that run off the exit of the corners to get the throttle down. And if you can't get it down, you got nowhere to go. Henry's going to get around Warren's on the outside. Oh, sliding in front there. That's Luttrell. Not sure if he got damage. Looks like that thing is still turning. Take a look at his right front there that hit the wall. See some significant damage on the right front of that car. Back up to our leader, Jeffrey Oaks. In his SimCube Ford. A lot of Fords in the field tonight. Last time I checked, Ford was for auto. Can't say auto. I don't know. Whatever they say about Ford. Blah, blah, blah. That lap times 24.67 for Oaks. This time he's clocked it in at a 24.76, just falling off about a half tenth, 3/4 of a tenth of a lap. Setting the fastest times on the track. Henry and Warren's not too far off that pace. Everyone else is in 25-second laps. Take a look at the Oaks machine. We've seen him all season. He's in the playoffs looking to put his mark down. P2, 95 of Burke. Reynolds, Burke, and Shearer. RBS. Shout out to Reynolds, Angel in the Sky. Passed away before the start of this season. 76 machine, Mike Rideout and his Amsol oil. Chevy powered. Wine and liquor makes you happy. Wait, liquor and wine. Toyota. This is the only Toyota in the field. Seen a new black paint for Wright. I don't believe we saw that the last time around. Blue Chew McKee is next. Currently in 5th. Sixth spot is Henry in his Traveler Whiskey. Chevy powered. Warnez next in his Kool-Aid. Gets a good run off the corner here. Looking under Henry. Wrapping the bottom. This is where tire saving is actually really important. Luttrell, he's still driving around with that damage. Last season's champ needs a good run tonight. Chris Jordan, he was a newcomer this season so far. He's been up in the top 5 quite a bit in his twin-headed Chevy. A little bit of Dragon Spice on that one. Chrissy Two Shoes Schuessler in his Kool-Aid mobile. Oh, yeah. Louder. Loader. Louder. Low down, Loader. Also in a Kool-Aid car. Otto's now in the pits. We won't be seeing much of her. Back up with our leader, Oaks. And that lap time's 24.8 for first and second. Heard a scuff of the wall. I'm not sure where that was. Probably coming up to the pit window shortly. We're going to see who's got what strategy. Oaks and Burke trading lap times right now. Just under 25-second laps. Seeing a diamond style in 3 and 4. 1/3 of the race in the books. Also, diamond style in 1 and 2. Oaks charging hard, maintaining that pace. Burke not letting off too much. He's only 1-7 back. Take a look at the battle here between Corey Wright and McKee. Even lap times. You can see very different lines with those drivers opposed to Oaks, who's got the big diamond. McKee not able to close the gap. Kind of in the wind. Oaks now gapping off Burke. I don't know if Burke's coming in the pits. He is. I was wondering, looking at the times, like, what's going on here? Gonna be the strat here. Not sure if we'll see others join Burke in the pits. last race winner, Jeffrey Oaks, doing the dance right now, currently in the lead. Oaks ecstatic with his win. Khan finished second, Warren's finished third. No Khan tonight, but Warren's is currently in 6th spot. Ladder gets a little squirrely on the exit. Oh no! That's gonna bring out our caution. Let's go back there. Look what happened. That's unfortunate news. Burke is 2 laps down. Take a look at this. On the exit here of the pits, the 11 machine gets a little squirrely when he juices up. Hooks into the 95. That's going to take the strategy for that 95 machine away. And unfortunately, Burke being caught 2 laps down is going to struggle to get them back. Now these guys are going to get to roll through the pits. That is crazy sauce. Crazy sauce. But you saw it live on Speed Zone TV. That's our second caution of the night. Take a quick second and look at our sponsor vid. This might help Burke get back on the lead lap. Getting the wave around the pass car. Almost halfway through the race. Not a lot of time left. Pace car is ducked in, coming to 43 at the line. Not a lot of time left. Green is out. Blue Tube McKee slides up. Everyone's able. Oh, twice Blue Tube McKee. And that's right in front, I believe, of Warren's. No caution there. Or was that Schuessler? That was Schuessler. We're just going to reload our overlays there. We're showing the 20 machine still in the pits. 1 second for that to reload. Back up with our leader, 20, Oaks. Burke 1 lap down still. He's going to need a caution to get back into this. Looking like Oaks is not going to have a ton of competition here for the dub tonight, unless these drivers behind are pocketing tire. Warrens and Henry a lap down behind Burke. They must have pitted just before. Let's take a look at our pit stop laps here. See, everyone else came in on lap 40. Burke is showing lap 36. Oh, Warrens and Henry lap 40 as well. I'm not sure why. But here we are nonetheless. Back up front here, you can see Oaks taking it easy on the exit of the corners. Shout out to our sponsors in the bottom right-hand side of the screen. VBR, or Von Bollinger Racing, came on board this season to celebrate Hoffert. 84 Hoffert, a former racer of us, is joining us from the heavens. They came on board here to celebrate that and be a part of this iconic Season 4 of Lightning Esports. Beg PC, Ford Entertainment Group PC. If you're in the market for custom PCs, check them out. They can build you anything within your budget that you're looking for. Get you good frames per second. Yellow is out. Not sure why. Take a look here in a second. We got a little bit of smoke. Ooh, we're all blurry here. The yellow flag. Let's look for our people on the track while we try to figure out where the caution is. Oh, we found it. I just back this up a little bit here. And this is 90 machine in front. Henry in behind gets loose on the exit. Hooks it. Almost saves it. Looks like a ballerina out there. I'm not sure if he had his leg up while he was twirling, but I don't think race cars are supposed to do that. Good save, not collecting anyone else in the field, but you know, these drivers kind of need that. It's going to be interesting to see now pit strategy as we go back to live action. Not electing to pit. It might be a little too soon for these drivers to roll through, but the guys that, you know, I guess you're going to see Burke get his lap back. Just roll our sponsor vid for a second, and we'll get back to live action. Awesome sauce. Here we are winding down lap 53, 54 at the line under caution right now. That was our third caution of the night. Shout out to Apex Boss being a sponsor this year. They're excellent for driver overlays. If you're in the sim and need an advantage, real-time telemetry customized for your view, you might going to want to hit them up and see what they have to offer. Varying subscriptions, well, anything could be for you. Lights are off on that pace car again. Burke, Warnes, McKee, all back on the lead lap now. Little squirrely from that 20 machine, looking for grip everywhere. Rideout gets a good run, but the 20 machine is able to maintain the speed on the bottom. A little bit further back in the field as these drivers sort out position on the track. Sounds like what we're hearing as far as audio is driving into the corner too hard. It almost sounds like the nose is dragging. Time to shine, get it done. Single file everywhere through the field. Taking a look at the 00 champ Luttrell. Henry back up the midst of trying to get his lap back. Following Blue Chew McKee with Burke in behind. Oh, McKee into the wall. No caution. Not sure if we're going to see suspension damage. No, there's no suspension damage on him. Not sure if he just got loose and whatnot, but I'll have to watch him for a second. Tough break for him. On board with our later again, Jeffrey Oaks. Last week's winner at Indianapolis. This could be helping him seal the deal into round two. Drivers here are in a 2-point race battle for 7 of, I think, the 11 drivers to advance. There's the names on the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. 7 advance, and then they pull a wild card spot. Very interesting. We'll be headed to, I believe, Michigan next week on the 20th, next Sunday. Followed by Phoenix the week after that. And then August 3rd, we'll be crowning a winner of Season 4 at Lightning Esports. All this action happening here on Speed Zone TV with your host, me, at 7:45 EST. So you can tune in on our YouTube channel to see what's going on and be a part of that live action. Up 9 spots tonight. Oaks still out front, just getting it done, showing that he knows how to manage his equipment and turn fast laps the entire time. Definitely that nose. That splitter hitting the track. The splitter. Only 25 laps left. A little bit of pressure from Luttrell on right. Let's take a look back for third and fourth. Just 2/10 back right now. Luttrell on right. Burke in behind. Coming back from a lap down. 25 laps to go. Luttrell exhibiting some patience, trying to find a spot to put his nose on that 25 machine. Lap time wise, the top four all running around the same lap times of just sub 25-second laps. Actually, all the way back into 8th. Very similar lap times. Shout out to V2R, Virtual to Reality TV, another sponsor that has come on this season. Been putting on major events for the sim community. So if you're looking to get into events that equalize, Luttrell almost had a nose there. Equalize the field, put you in similar IR rankings, you know, make sure that you're racing against drivers of equal skill. You're going to want to check them out on Facebook or Instagram. They also have a Discord you can check out and get news on the latest events. See, Luttrell lost momentum there and almost gave Burke a shot. Warrens has been slowly closing in on the 2 in front of them, or 3 in front of them. "20 laps to go." Oaks has checked out 2 seconds in front of Rideout. Still running the fastest lap times is that 20 machine up in the lead. Hoping we'd see some passing here. Ooh, Luttrell tags the wall pretty tough. That's why we're keeping the camera here. This is the toughest battle on the track. Where did Burke go? Where did Burke go? Sure, let's just back up our camera here. Let's see what happened to Burke. Looks like he locked it up to go into the pits and was unable to. Let's back out on the track. See Henry ducking into the pits now, but slides. Burke trying to get down into the pits again. Back up front here. Check on our friend Jeff Oaks. Looking to go back to back tonight. Burke, Henry in the pits. Just getting into the stalls now. Might need a splash to go the rest of the way. Right, and Luttrell still nose to tail. 14 laps to go. Lawrence fell off the pace a little bit, and a rideout is slowly coming back from P2 to third and fourth. You can just see him on the front of the 25 machine down the straightaway there, in the gray mobile. Tick tock, who's making the moves here? The man of tonight, that 20 machine of Oaks, been untouchable. Hear that engine shutting down. He's clutching down into the corners now. Clutching again. Listen to the 76 machine. I don't know if I'm hearing the 76 clutch. No clutch for that machine. Very interesting if these drivers are on the bubble or having enough fuel. I guess time will only tell, but Speed Zone TV will be here bringing you the action for race number 9 of Lightning Esports Season 4. We're in the playoffs. This is race number 2 in the first round of the playoffs. We were at Indianapolis last week. Henry ducking into the pits there. We saw the 20 machine win in some race-ending chaos with Scherer and Kahn. Squeaks out the win in a crazy finish. They've caught now third and fourth, has caught the second place of the 76 machine and looking to make a move. Seven to go once they get to the line. Here, the 20 machine clutching again still. '25 gets a nose, but tucks back in line. Luttrell is now looking low. Drifting up. Gets tight. Luttrell trying to get around the 25. Now that he's got a little bit of space, he's going to get some momentum there and get a run on the 70s. Oh, Luttrell gets a little squirrely on the exit of 2, and he gets squirrelier. Hard in the wall. Let's take a look at that right front. He's okay. Back up front here. Warren's able to dodge the carnage of Luttrell getting squirrely, and that's what happens when you start pushing too hard. There's not enough tire for these cars to get grip. That's probably the biggest thing. Four laps to go. Right out. Struggle busting. Letting Warrens go by. Wright's gone by a few laps ago. Three laps to go now. Oaks with a 5-second lead. Take a look at our pit stop laps here. See, Warren's coming on 51. Right, lap 40. Rel, 52. Schuessler, 52. Might be why Rideout has dropped off the pace so much. Might allow Luttrell to catch back up. Back up with our leader, Jeffrey Oaks. Final lap. Do your dance, brother. Do your dance. Looking like no competition is in sight for that 20 machine tonight. Going back to back on the dubs. That'll be our winner. The 20 machine of Oaks. Here comes Wright. Warrens. Burke, who's 2 laps down. There's Rideout, P4. Luttrell, P5. And I believe that's Schuessler there. Then McKee. Gonna round out our 7 cars there. And that'll be our finish of the race tonight. Couple crazy cautions, but they get it done. I mean, that's pretty exciting. Good race overall. Tough. I think somebody needs to help the 20 car to get around. Might be out of fuel. He's been clutching for a while. Who knows? We'll have to take a little break for a second. When he's burning it down, hopefully we'll get him up in the booth. All right, all right. We'll roll through some interviews here. Just bringing back the start of the race. See the carnage on lap number 1. Bringing in our P2 finisher, Mr. C. Wright. How's it going, brother? Congrats on your
I'm
P2
doing good.
tonight.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Actually started out in practice with that race not feeling great at all. In the first few laps of that race, I did not want to be there. But we came out, after that first lap wreck and the green flag and a couple restart wrecks and just being nervous, being beside people. But once we got spaced out, it felt good.
Yeah, 100%. And, watching you through the night seemed like you had pretty good, long run speed and you weren't cooking your stuff. What was your strategy there? Were you rolling on throttle, rolling brake? What was happening for you there?
Yeah, I was just backing up the entry pretty good, and then just trying to roll out smooth, coming out of those corners, like coming out of 2, coming out of 4. That back end wants to come out pretty quick, so I was just trying to take it easy and just come out of there, come out nice, not push it too hard. Really, just trying to survive, and came out with a P2, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah, definitely something to be proud of as far as a P2.
Yeah.
We're in the playoffs. We're popping off to where are we going next week? Is it Michigan?
I believe so.
You excited for round 2? Is Michigan a good jam for you?
Michigan's okay. I like Michigan a lot. It's completely different than this, but still, you got to manage tires, and hopefully we get long green flag runs, and it should be a good one.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it to be as greasy as it was as it was here tonight. Concrete is a very different surface than the pavement in Michigan. What the heck is liquor and wine on your car? What's that? What's that all about?
It's so funny, man. A lot of people in the broadcast look at that. Liquor and wine it's all about the spelling. If you look at it, LICKERWHINE. And it's in a pet store that I own.
Okay.
So I own, yeah. So
Okay. I like cats. I got 4 cats.
there you go. Yeah, we got 2 dogs, and yeah. So I figured, why not rep my business and come out here and do what I love to do.
100%. Good showing tonight. Good showing all season. Do you think you got a shot at the championship in what, 3 weeks?
I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna take it race by race, and just like I said, try to stay clean, try to stay smooth, and we'll see what happens.
Cool, man. Cool. All right. Well, who do you want to give a shout out to, Corey?
Give a shout out to my spotter Gordon. He was helping me through there. I had a live spotter. That helps tremendously. Trying to do it. Shout out to Liquor and Wine, my wife, for letting me do this, and Lightning Esports, and all our sponsors.
Heck yeah, brother. Well, congrats on your P2 tonight. I hope to be chatting to you again soon. And, Phoenix, Michigan, and then where are we at the end of the season again?
Said right?
Homestead, yeah, you right.
Yeah,
Right.
there we go.
I think Phoenix will be pretty challenging. It's going to set the bar like it did
Yeah.
tonight. But Homestead,
Phoenix is
Michigan,
fun.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love Phoenix, to be honest. It's one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, man.
All right, Corey. Well, nice chatting with you tonight. Congrats on your
You as
P2, and hope to be chatting to you again soon.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the broadcast. Have a good one.
You too. That was our P2 finisher, Corey Wright, giving you the deets on what was going on. We're going to bring in our back-to-back winner, Jeff Oakes. Jeff, what the heck are you doing out there, man? What are you doing? Slaying the SmackDown?
Somebody had to take your place, right, buddy?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I could have kept up to you tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. That was just I was worried there because for some reason I was thinking the race was 100 laps, and I thought there at that last caution there around 52 or 53, I was like, well, hopefully there's another caution, because I thought for some reason I was thinking I was going to pit again, and luckily once I checked all my stuff, it was all good.
I heard you clutching quite a bit at the end there. Was it that close for you?
I had a lap left. I had
Okay.
a lap left once I crossed the finish line. So like I said, when I restarted, I was like, well, I'm just gonna run hard. I'm gonna make everybody run hard, or try to lap people. You know what I mean? Like, because at this point, like, I thought I had to pit again, and I was gonna, at that point, had a set of tires in there. So like, I was just running hard, and then I don't know, I got down to 15, 17 to go or something, 13 and somewhere in there, and I looked, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm within like a half a lap at that point. So that's when I started clutching it, and then I got within 5 laps ago, I was able to stop clutching it and just run normal laps then, and still have enough for a little bit of a burnout.
I couldn't quite see from my angle, but it did sounded like everyone's splitter was dragging the track. Is that what I was hearing? Like
didn't notice that really. I mean, when you ran it down really low, if you really had to have trail brake in, like on the rebound of that compression, like, so if you caught that gray apron there, when it compressed down into there, when it come up, like, yes, I guess the splitter could be dragging there, and I'd want to shoot you up more up the track. So if you weren't trail braking enough there, it would really just send you up. And then obviously the more you send up, then you gotta wait to get on throttle, and so it just would kill your whole momentum. But there's a lot of different grooves throughout the track. Like, I was moving around trying to find different times in that, and like sometimes it was better to enter on the top line and just kind of cut down on the exit. And overall, I think just diamond into that track's probably the best.
Yeah, I was watching you. You're really the only one that was running that diamond in both ends consistently. And I think that's kind of what set the stage there for you, is just the uniqueness of that line. And I don't know if others caught on to it, and maybe they should have,
Well, when Sean and them were behind, Sean and Mike were behind me, I didn't want to show them all my lines. You know what I mean? So I was trying to gap them enough where I could start running my lines without showing them all my secrets. Yeah, because like I think just riding down there, diming it, not pushing it, trail braking enough to let it rotate, and then just having that straight exit on throttle. A lot of people tend to put too much wheel on their too much wheeling on an exit, and pushing out to that wall, and it just tears that right front up.
Yeah, you definitely want to drive with the throttle here and allow the throttle to turn the car, not the wheel. That's for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But the playoffs are looking good, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to round 2, that's for sure. We're headed to Michigan next week, and then Phoenix after that. If I, have a good memory, I'm getting old. So I've just turned 44, but I remember you being pretty quick at Phoenix in the past. But what about Michigan? Is that another place that you enjoy?
I'm actually better at Michigan than I am Phoenix, so I'm looking more forward to Michigan than Phoenix. Like I remember battling you for the championship, that like the season I won the championship, and Phoenix back then was the finale. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh my god! And it was in the trucks, and it was a great race, and I think we finished like 3rd and 4th or something. You know what I mean? Like, but like. I'm like not one of my greatest tracks, but I'm okay at it, but just not great, But so hoping to get it done in Michigan so we don't have to worry about Phoenix.
Yeah, my sentiments with Phoenix is actually kind of like very similar to Dover, where it's like you gotta manage the throttle on the exit of both corners and not use it up, right? Like it's the same thing. Right?
Absolutely. And my problem with Phoenix is like I'm really good. I guess it's now in the new 1 and 2. It used to be the old 3 and 4.
Yep.
And I struggle more with the new 3 and 4 than I used to with the old 1 and 2 for some reason.
Yeah. That's
but I mean it is what it is.
It is what it is right. Back-to-back wins.
Yeah, we'll
Mr.
be prepared.
Oaks.
Yes, I want to throw this in again, Hoffy. We're still in this celebration of Hoffy, and I want to throw out to my teammate Daryl. He's been a little under the weather, hasn't been on iRacing for a little while, and he's actually in North Carolina cheering on his son bowling. So shout out to him, dedicate this race to him, miss him, need my practice partner back. So get ready for the finales here, huh?
Yeah, heck yeah, brother.
And appreciate everything you guys do up there, and appreciate everyone in this league showing up.
Heck yeah, man.
And all the sponsors that put this on, buddy.
Yeah, well, I hope to be chatting to you again, maybe next week or the week afterwards, but you're definitely in contention for the championship. It'd be nice to see you get back up there again. We've had a couple different champions since you last won. So I think you got some of your work cut out for you before, you're done the dog and pony show.
Yeah, it's not over yet, but we're not going to get down without a fight yet, buddy.
All right, Mr. Oaks, congrats on your win tonight, going back-to-back, and hope to be talking to you soon.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
Yeah, take care, buddy.
All right, you too, man.
You heard it from Mr. Oaks. Excited about Michigan, not so excited about Phoenix. That's going to be our race tonight. Let's take a look at the final results. So our winner, we just spoke with him, Oaks. For right, P2, Warnez. P3, right out 4th. Littrell 5th. Schussler 6th. McKee 7th. Burke 8th. Jordan 9th. Henry 10th. Louder 11th. And Pottle in 12th. Very interesting kind of race. You saw those restarts. Drivers struggled for grip with the power of the motors, creating some slip on the tires, creating those cautions that you saw. The green flag first came out, and everyone, 4 cars shot to the wall, just loading it up. We saw the other restarts where, McKee just, Blue Chew McKee just got on it too hard, did the same thing, caught up, I think it was Schussler. And then the final restart there between Rideout and Oaks. Oaks actually struggled with a little bit of grip, gave Rideout a shot, but Oaks was able to seal the deal after that and just start to gap the field pretty much. And once again, you heard him mention 84 of Hoffert, one of the angels in the sky. We got 2 angels this year, the 94 Reynolds and 84 of Hoffert, watching down on season 4 of Lightning Esports. Happy that, we're able to recognize and honor them. But round 2 playoffs next week starting off. We're headed to Michigan, going to Phoenix. I believe we'll be taking 7 drivers plus the wild card spot for that. And then after that, we'll be doing 4 and 1 wild card for the championship round. So, tune in. Next 3 weeks straight is all playoff action. You're not going to want to miss it. It's here on Speed Zone TV with your host, me, Robert Warrens. And, we're going to be signing off tonight at 20 Machine, just doing the burn down to celebrate his victory. Back-to-back wins. Indianapolis, now again at the Monster Mile at Dover Motor Speedway. Very tricky track tonight for the drivers. Shout out to our sponsor tonight, putting on the show, Sim Labs. Check them out if you're in the market for wheels, pedals, sim rigs, anything to do with iRacing paraphernalia. Yes, it is a drug. And that's going to be our broadcast tonight. Shout out to Speed Zone TV because we're awesome. Make sure you're sharing out the broadcast with your friends, families, goldfishes, dogs, cats, whatever you have. And, throw some likes on it if you can. Get it out there. And we'll be back next week for round number 2 of the playoffs, where we get closer and closer to crowning a champion. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a great start to your week.